That's Tony Hancock in. Hancock's half hour.
My God, look at this. Some people want their brains testing, don't they, Sid? It's always the ones who are as daft as a brush. You end up having to clean up afterwards, isn't it, Sid? But I'm trying to teach you to suck eggs, aren't I? You know more about this than I do, don't you? What's it like?
What do you mean, what's it like?
You know. I thought you told me you had your brains tested once. No offence and all that. You're hardly mastermind, are you, Sid? I bet you still think that Margaret Cameron is Prime Minister, don't you?
It's no good trying to trick me, Hancock. No, I don't. It's Gordon Brown, of course.
Nice try, Sid. Boris Johnson is still in charge, apparently. Coming back to real idiots, there's a young man been sent by the police for us to deal with. He's got a habit of sending himself through the post. He's the one needs his brain testing. Oh, and Boris, of course.
He sends himself through the post, does he? What's wrong with using the post, though? I thought we were being encouraged to use the post office more often.
But think about it, Sid. You wouldn't go putting a dog in the post, would you? No, the law says you can't put livestock in the post.
But he's human. He's not livestock, is he? It's up to him. It's a lifestyle choice, isn't it?
Yes, but he's livestock in the sense that he's not an inanimate object. He's living and big. You can't put a cow or a sheep in the post, can you? You can't have parcels going around all over the place saying moo and bar.
And they wouldn't go through the letterbox, would they?
Not unless you want them to come out as sausages the other side. But it's the weight. Imagine being a postman trying to carry an adult up the garden path.
I did that to Barbara Windsor once.
Was she in a cardboard box, Sid?
I never saw her wearing a cardboard box. She was in a red dress and black leather boots. Very kinky.
No, it's definitely against the law. Think about it. What happens if you post yourself and you die, leaving a trail of blood down someone's drive? Messy. Who's going to clean it up?
And if you're dead, I expect you get a refund. Do they return the parcel to sender then?
It's no good returning the parcel to the sender. You are the sender, Sid. And you're dead. This is Hancock's Heroes. I've got a large parcel for you, sign here. And I've nearly done me back in, mate, carrying it from the van. I'm going to contact my union about you. We'll work the rule, mate, if you're not careful. You wait till Christmas. You'll get nothing. Lost in the post it will be till New Year's. Don't you threaten me, my good man. You tell your union any more trouble and I'll use Hermes. Well, best of luck with them, mate. They're worse than us. Flaming cheek. Where is it? Ah, by the garden gate. I wonder what it is. Probably Sid ordering one of those sex robots off the internet again.
Good morning. I'm in here. Open me up carefully. Don't use any sharp knives. Use your fingernail.
Who said that?
Me, of course. I'm in here.
Who's me? Where are you hiding? My God, it's a talking parcel.
That's right. That's me. I'm a large cardboard box at the end of your garden. I'm marked for your attention. Are you Hancock's Heroes?
That's funny. I can't see anything marked with my name on it.
That's because I'm upside down. The address is on the bottom. The postman put me down on my head. I've got a terrible headache. All the blood is rushing to my head. I once spent 2 days like this.
I know who you are. You must be Peter Putty.
Yes. How did you know? It could have been anyone. My fame is spreading.
Hello there, Sid. This is Peter Putty, the bloke I was telling you about, who's a bit doolally. He's got a parcel fetish.
Good evening. I don't think much of the postal service round here. It took me 2 days, 3 hours and 36 minutes to get here. It's meant to be next day delivery.
They're usually very good. Where were you posted?
Just round the corner, in Sutton.
It would have been quicker to walk, mate.
I don't like walking. It's quite comfy in my parcels. I like to sit down with a good book to read and let other people do the work. It's door-to-door service, isn't it?
Yes, there's nothing like settling down with a good book. What are you reading at the moment, Mr. Putty?
Round the world in 80 parcels.
Aren't you ever worried you might get lost and left in an edge or something?
Yes, it's one of my greatest fears. That's why I always carry a sat-nav. I know where I'm going, even if the postman doesn't. I can also pick up the noises and smells from outside. It's a skill I've acquired. It's almost a sixth sense.
So tell me, Mr. Putty, how did you know you had arrived at 23 railway cuttings?
Well, there was a terrible smell of rotten fish, wasn't there? I've been warned about that. It's in my Post Yourself guide. It's essential reading for people like me.
How dare you? I pride myself on my culinary ability. My fish is not rotten.
If it's not your cooking, where's the nearest sewage farm?
Don't worry, you're right. It's definitely Hancock's cooking. Even the sewage farmers complain.
And you're dining at the chippy from now on, Sid. That's a downright lie. My fish is so fresh, it can still swim when I put it on your plate. I've seen you hold it down with one hand while you stab it with a fork.
If you two don't stop arguing, I'll get back in my parcel. I'm used to seclusion, you know. I meditate a lot. I'm very spiritual. It's the Zen of parcel travel. May parcel force be with you.
Oh, no, you don't. You stop there, Sunshine. We want to know why you keep posting yourself around the United Kingdom. People are beginning to think you're a bit balmy.
It's a free country. A man can do what he wants, providing he puts enough stamps on it. I pay my way. I paid excess charges in 39 countries, you know.
Don't get us wrong, Mr. Putty. We're worried for your safety. What happens if people think you're a parcel bomb and blow you up? And the postmen are having to go off sick with back trouble from carting you around.
I'm trying to keep me weight down, but people keep feeding me.
How on earth do they give you food when you're entirely enclosed and corrugated?
They stick it through holes in the box, of course. I need the holes for air, but you can also get a straw through, and I just suck up whatever they want to give me through it.
Why, that's disgusting. What happens if they give you something unpleasant?
Sometimes the nasty ones do, but I have had nice things, like a lovely Black Forest ghetto.
Well, that sounds all right. I like a bit of Black Forest myself. How many times have you had that then?
Only once, when I was in the Black Forest. Or at least I think it was, because it melted all over me leather shorts, and I kept sticking to the box.
How awkward for you. So you're putting on weight in your travels.
I've gained 10 kilos since last month. I started my postal journey as 55 kilos, and now I'm 65. The post office are mystified. They don't know how it's happening. I'm always having to pay a surcharge. I don't think my pocket will stand much more of it. They don't know just how hard it is out there in transit.
So why don't you take a coach or a train, and flying's reasonably priced nowadays, Mr. Putty.
No, that's too conventional. I like to think outside the box. I like a challenge, an adventure. I'm a pioneer. I'm going to be the first explorer to reach the North Pole in a cardboard box.
A noble quest indeed, but you'll need an address they can deliver you to.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
And someone to transport you.
Oh well, never mind. I'll go to the South Pole instead.
Unfortunately, Mr. Putty, the police and the post office want you to stop. You've had your fun now. Why don't you stay at home like a good boy and collect stamps like everyone else?
No, I'm not interested in stamps. I'm not going to be famous collecting stamps, am I? Where's the adrenaline? Where's the rush in collecting stamps?
What about the thrill of finding a penny black?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Sergeant James, but I found a penny black once in the gusset of my great-grandmother's knickers. I've been there and done it. I've got the T-shirt. It certainly doesn't beat the thrill of finding yourself on the other side of the world because you put the wrong postcode on your label.
So who exactly do you post yourself to?
Well, most of the time, it's to people who might help me to get the job I'm looking for. They get a bit of a shock when I pop out. It's a bit of a giggle too.
What sort of job are you looking for? Postman?
No, of course not. Me, lugging all those heavy parcels? No, don't tell anyone. I don't want people to laugh. I'm training to be an astronaut.
putting yourself in the post has got nothing to do with being an astronaut.
You wouldn't have thought so, would you? But when I turned up at Elon Musk's, he could see I had potential because I could stand being in a confined space for weeks. He said it was the most wonderfully stupid thing he'd seen. Coming from a man I was filled with pride, I was. All the things he's done, and like blowing up all those rockets.
Yes, it must be quite a strange feeling being inside a parcel, come to think of it. Experienced, shared by few, I should think.
Why don't you ever go?
What? Be in a parcel? Don't be daft. I've got me reputation to consider.
Go on, Hancock, give it a whirl.
It's amazing. You can go anywhere for a few pounds. I'll show you. Just think of all the places you would like to visit.
No, not on your Nelly.
Go on, give it a try, you'll enjoy it. Let yourself go, you only live once. Use my parcel.
Now I'm in, I can see your point of view, Mr. Putty. It's got a little heater, a torch, and a supply of liquid refreshments and provisions. You could last days in this. It's quite comfy. Anyway, I think I'll get out now. I've got a dinner to make. Sid? Mr. Putty? Let me out! Let me out! Don't put me in the back! I'm not really a parcel!
Ha ha ha!